Zachary Fruhling, aka Cozy Azeroth here. I am working my way through a retro programming book, 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 for a home computer. I am up to program number 57. I'm going to read the brief program description, get into the classic 99 emulator, which emulates a TI-99 4A on a modern PC, get into TI Basic, type the program in, run it, see what we can learn from it, and see what we can make it do. So program number 57, mid-range number. Here's how to find the middle of a range of numbers. You key in as many numbers in a series as you wish. After the last number, key in a 0 to move the program out of the entry cycle. Lines 40 to 70 select the highest and lowest numbers in the range. They actually define the range. Then line 90 finds the middle point of that range. Okay. Let's get typing. We'll get into Classic 99, press 1 for TI Basic, and start typing. 10 call clear. "20 input to give me a number." We're going to call that Z. 30, if Z equals 0, then 90. 40, n equals n plus 1. That, of course, is keeping track of the number of items entered. 50, if n equals 1, then 54. If n equals 1, then 54. 52, go to 60. 54, h equals z. 56, l equals z. 60, if z is less than l. If z is less than l, then 64. 62, go to 70. 64, L equals Z. 70, if Z is greater than H. If Z is greater than H, then 74. 72, go to 20. 74, H equals Z. 80, go to 20. 90, okay, here we have a line that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting for us here. 90, M equals L plus, okay, parenthesis, parenthesis, H minus L, in parenthesis, divided by 2, and in the second parenthesis. Okay. Okay, 100 and 110 are just empty print statements. Okay, 120 print mid-range. Let's see if we can do it exactly as written here. I got a hyphen in there, mid-range. Got a colon, end quote, no space for whatever reason, comma M. $130 for W equals 1 to 10. $140 print. 150 next W. I like the variation in the variable names from program to program, even variables that are doing the same role. You know, if you're learning this for the first time, you start to learn that that variable is just kind of a placeholder variable. Isn't really used for anything other than this for next loop. So it can be any letter you want or any variable name you want. Delay is a common name for a variable. Okay, let's see, 160 through 190 reset all our variables. So 160, h equals 0. 170, L equals 0. 180, M equals 0. Oops, excuse me, equals 0. 190, N equals 0. And our last line, 200, go 220. Okay, I'm going to clear the screen. I'm going to list the program. And here, we're not reading the program super carefully. We're just skimming it, looking for obvious typos, obvious syntax errors, things like that. Nothing seen. Looks pretty good. Let's give it a run. Okay, give me a number. So we're going to enter a few numbers. I've been using local area codes, so let's do like 831, 916, 707, 415, 209, and that's probably plenty. So the mid-range, 562.5. So basically, if you can look at the formula that's used in the program, let's break it and take a look. The mid-range equals the lowest plus the highest minus the lowest, all of it divided by 2. Pretty straightforward. Let's run it one more time. I don't know, same thing. Let's do a bunch of temperatures. 98.6, 99.7, oops, excuse me, 0.7, slight fever, 101.4, bigger fever, 103.3, getting up there, 97.8, 98.9, 90.7, 90.2, let's do 102.6. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's find the mid-range of that series. 96.75 degrees if we're doing degrees. Anyways, that is how you do the mid-range, which was program number 57 from 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A home computer. And what I like about this section of the book is they're basic programs, and you're learning a lot about syntax and how to do various arithmetic equations in BASIC. But you're also getting like a basic math lesson here as well. So we learned about averages, we learned about percentages, now we learned about the mid-range of a series of numbers. So you're getting a little education in math while we're doing a little program. That can't be a bad thing, right? In any case, that was mid-range. I'll be back soon. The next program is rounding off. I'm not going to look at it yet until I do the next video and run through the next program. But in any case, I'm going to be working my way through all 101 of these programs from this old book. So if you're watching this on YouTube after the fact, be sure to check out all the previous videos in this series on my YouTube channel. You can find it under Cozy Azeroth, which is my Twitch handle, a little nod to World of Warcraft, or under my real name, Zachary Fruhling. And on my channel, you can find lots of TI-99 4A content, retro programming, retro gaming, lots of World of Warcraft live streaming, and miscellaneous educational videos on topics of interest to me, both professionally and personally. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to check out my Twitch channel. You can find it under Cozy Azeroth, a little nod to World of Warcraft, like I mentioned, for live streams and all the above. And you're welcome to watch me live stream. You're welcome to participate in the chat while I'm live streaming if you happen to catch me streaming. In any case, I really appreciate it if you catch me on both platforms, and remember to like, follow, and especially subscribe. I appreciate the subscriptions. They do help me out greatly in these troubling and difficult financial times. So I appreciate all the enthusiasm, and I will catch everyone in the next video.